So basically, you came from the blind side to pull a grandmother off of her grandson. Why would you do that? Why would you think that Frank would want you to do this?
She thought she could brush off a violent family brawl as a simple mistake, but Judge Boyd isn't buying the innocent bystander routine. 21-year-old Genevieve Castaneda is facing a serious felony charge for injuring an elderly woman after a chaotic fight involving her paroled boyfriend left a senior citizen unconscious on the floor. Castaneda is hoping for a sympathetic slap on the wrist. Watch closely as Judge Boyd delivers a much-needed reality check, exposing the toxic relationship that dragged this young woman into court. And wait for the stunning moment the judge legally bans the defendant from ever seeing the man who ruined her life.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 1428, State versus Genevieve Castaneda. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Tony Adriana.
Defense?
Jerry Rutledge Jr.
And are you Miss Castaneda?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery?
I have, Your Honor.
And did you review it with your client?
I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Miss Castaneda, did you review the application for community supervision?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
What happened with your eye?
I was in my phone and there's another inmate. She was trying to get out of the unit for whatever issue she had. And she just.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with injury to an elderly person, bodily injury? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, she has, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
She does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
She is, Your Honor, she was.
Miss Castaneda, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. State recommends community supervision. They are taking in consideration 738109. 2024 CC. I don't have a number. It's been scratched through. Or is it, I'm sorry, you know what? I think it's 2024 CC 738109. That's what's being taken in consideration.
Yes, Judge.
There's to be restitution, if any, to Anna Cardova, or is this Cardona?
Cardona, Judge.
Donna?
Cardona.
All right, Cardona and Daniel Cardona. Oh, it's,
Oh, Corona, Judge.
all right. All right, restitution, if any, to Anna Corona and Daniel Corona. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community supervision, no contact with the following people: Anna Corona, Corona, Daniel Corona, Stephanie, spelled with a PH, Quach, Xavier McCoy, Andy Viet Pham, Catalina Garcia, Nevea Cruz Quintanilla, and Joe's Crab Shack. And it says at 12485 IH10. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
State offer State's Exhibit 1 with attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, anything you want to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Felon does not deny that what the allegations took place. Evidently, it was an altercation between Mr. Corona and the grandson. She was there, that's her boyfriend. And evidently both individuals pulled knives on each other, and then Ms. Corona tried to come in and assist either the grandfather or the step in between. Genevieve intervened by pushing Ms. Corona. She had been working, Judge, as a server at Denny's at Culebra and 410, but since she's been incarcerated, she has lost her job. Judge.
All right. So why would you think that your boyfriend would want you putting your hands on his grandmother?
She put out a gun on me and I didn't get in the way. I was sitting in the car.
No, there's none of that in the stipulations. That does, what they say is there was a fight because Frank, who has prior felony history and was on parole, that he wanted to speak to Jenny because Jenny got in an argument. So Frank thought he wanted to talk to him, but he was like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to her. And then a fight breaks out. And supposedly Frank, your boyfriend, was on top of the grandfather. So the grandmother was trying to pull Frank off of his grandfather. And then you pulled her. She fell backwards and hit her head. And they said she was unresponsive for approximately 10 seconds until she finally came to. So basically, you came from the blind side to pull a grandmother off of her grandson. Why would you do that? Why would you think that Frank would want you to do this?
I didn't touch her. I was pulling Frank up so that we could be.
Yeah.
She did pull a gun out.
How old are you?
I'm 21 now.
All right. And how old is Frank?
22.
All right. Why would you be with him and he's on parole?
No.
Are you on parole?
No, ma'am.
Then why would you hang your start as somebody who's on parole who got you involved in this?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any children?
No, ma'am, I don't.
All right. Well, I'm going to help you with your relationship with Frank because that relationship is over. You're not allowed to have any contact with him. You understand? So while you're on probation, you cannot have contact with him. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a place to live?
I do.
Who do you live with?
Well, I lost my apartment. I had an apartment, but since I've been in Fair County, I've been speaking with my sister, and she said it was okay for me to go. Yeah,
Does she have children?
she does, yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
I believe one is like 11 months and the other one is 2.
Yeah, you can't stay with her. So I'm not going to allow you with your violent history to be around little children. So that's not going to happen. So do you have somewhere else to stay? And who
My
would that
other
be with?
sister- My other sister.
Does she have
married me.
children? All right, so I'm telling you right now, probation is going to do field visits. And if they come to a location and they're going to be surprise field visits and there are children there, that's going to be a violation of the conditions I'm going to set for your probation. You understand? How far did you go in school?
I graduated.
And what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
I was supposed to start school back for cosmetology.
Okay. Well, what I can tell you, anything that requires a license, they do background checks, and this is going to come up. You understand? All right. Do you have children?
I don't.
Yay. You're not ready for them yet. All right. The court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's a $2,000 fine that will be probated. Taking consideration 2024 CC 78109. Restitution, if any, to Anna and Daniel Corona. There's to be no contact with the following: Frank Corona, Anna Corona, Daniel Corona, Stephanie, last name Quach, Xavier McCoy, Andy, last name Viet, PHA, is this RM? PHARM, Catalina Garcia, Nevea, and it's spelled heaven backwards, Cruz Quintanilla, and you're not to have any contact with any Joe's Crab Shack. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Anger management. TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow Rex. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'll deem the community service hours satisfied if she obtains some sort of trade school certificate or if she obtains her cosmetologist license. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, field visits, 1 time per month for 6 months. And there's to be no residing with minors and no unsupervised contact with minors. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need to be successful? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? We can go off the record. Here's the thing. When somebody falls and hits their head, no matter what age they are, that could result in death. You understand? And we could have easily been here on a murder. You understand? Now you're telling me that you got beat up unsuspectingly by someone in your bunk, the same way you were attacked unexpectedly. The complainant in this case, she wasn't expecting that either from you. So now you know how it feels. So you need to go through life and be kind to people and don't react to situations. You never should have been with Frank because Frank, it appears that he doesn't want to change his life. You don't have any parole issues. He does. You need to cut him loose. You understand? And work on yourself, work on your anger management. All you had to do that night, if something was going down, you could have left and called the police. You hear? All right. If you need anything, let probation know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court. Okay?
Genevieve Castaneda takes a plea deal today, walking away with 5 years of probation, a suspended $2,000 fine, and strict court orders to stay far away from the victims and her felon boyfriend. Judge Boyd didn't just hand down a sentence today, she handed down a life lesson. By legally severing the tie to the man who dragged her into this violent mess, the court offered this young woman a lifeline. But make no mistake, violence against our elders will always be met with swift and stern justice in this courtroom. What do you think? Did Judge Boyd give Castaneda a fair shot at redemption, or should blindsiding a grandmother have resulted in straight prison time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe for more real consequences and real courtroom justice.